Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this object-oriented programming with Python series. And in this video, we are going to learn about method resolution order and uh, another theme that we can say is called constructor and inheritance. We will see that how this constructor in inheritance actually works. So this is the basic structure that we followed in the previous video. These are the three classes. This is a brand class, and this is a computer class, and these are two separate classes. And in technology class, we are inheriting both of these classes, and we'll see that how instructor actually works in the inheritance. So what I will do, first of all, I'll just go ahead and create a constructor here. I can write init self, uh, sorry, self, and here I can print this is tech init, just to show that which instructor will work when we call any class. So the same, I'll just go ahead and copy this constructor from here, and I will write it here, but this time obviously I will write computer in it, and the same will go for the brand, but this time obviously I will write it brand. So first of all, what we can do is we can simply I'll remove this inheritance, and we can simply create the objects, and we can see that how these constructors actually work. So for brand, I will create B1, and here I have a brand, and I can save this file, and I will run this program, and you can see the init or the constructor of the brand class has it printed out, right? And same will go for computer class, and same will go for technology class, right? We can just simply run this program, and here you can see for B1 brand init, for C1 computer init, and for T1 tech init. Right, so that's how inherit this init work in simple classes, right? So for example, we have let's say these two separate classes, but in the third class, I want to inherit everything that is present in computer, and then everything that is present in brand, right? So now what we will see that what actually happens if I will run this program. Here you can see I will simply just remove this, and I will simply call my T1 object from technology, and I will run this program again, and here you can see the tech has been printed out, right? I mean, obviously, we are calling the object from technology, so it will go into technology class. And if this class has any init function in it, then obviously it is going to call that init function, right? But what if we don't have any init inside it? What we have is just a function test self, and inside this test we have print this is test. Now our technology method doesn't have any kind of constructor in it. I will save this program, and now we will see that what actually happens, which init function or T1 object will call. I will just run this program, and here you can see we have this computer init. So that means this computer init method has been, or the constructor has been called by this T1 object, right? So that's how constructors actually work in inheritance. But here's a question, that why, why did it go to this computer class? Why it only called the constructor of computer? Why not call the constructor of brand? So here comes the concept of method resolution order, or we can also call it MRO. So whenever we have this inheritance structure, when you will inheritance your classes to your another class, then the class that is present on the left hand side will be called first, right? So that's how that is the reason that why computer init has been printed out, right? So now this was when we have no constructor in our this subclass, which is called technology, right? But what if we have a constructor inside of our uh, this class, I mean this technology class? What if we have constructor in it? And what will happen then? Then which constructor will be called first? And what if we call, if we want to call the constructor of the superclass, then how we can call that? So I'll just save this program and I will run it. And here you can see, because this time we have init in technology, then that is why this init has been printed out, right? But what if we want to, call the constructor of either of these superclasses, right? Now we have two superclasses, right? I mean, we have a brand superclass, and then we have a computer superclass, and we are inheriting both of these classes into this subclass technology. What if I want to call a constructor from either of these classes? So all I have to do is, inside of this constructor, I will call my super. So super is a keyword that actually tells us that we are going to inherit the constructor from the superclass. So I will just call this superclass, and I will uh, enter point. And here you can see we have a couple of different uh, attributes here. And here you can see we have init. Just go here and this. Now, if you just save this program, now here you have to see that first your technologies constructor has been called, and because in that constructor we have the constructor of a superclass, then that super constructor has also been called, right? So this is the output of the computers constructor, and this is the output of your technologies constructor. But again, why did it go to computer class? Why not brand? Then again, we have the concept of method resolution order here, MRO, that whenever you will have multiple classes, multiple super classes, then the one that is on the most left hand side will be called first, right? So left to right is the way that we have to remember. So what if we we want to call the constructor of brand? Then what we have to do, you can simply just go here and you can call your brand here, right? So probably you won't don't have to write this in it, but let's just try. Right, so it's just giving us two outputs, because we are calling init by this and again init by this. So you can just simply go ahead and remove this and save it, and here you go. Now your brand constructor is being called, and your tag instructor is being called. So that is how constructors work in the inheritance. And now we also know that what is method resolution order, or MRO. So that is it for this video. I hope that you have learned a lot from this video. Thank you.